Hey, we just went and came from seeing Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Dale and I. And before we do anything else, Dale, is it Teen Titans Go or Teen Titans Go Away?
It's still Teen Titans Go. There were parts I really enjoyed.
I was like, I agree. If you are, whether or not you are a fan or not a fan of the Teen Titans Go, you still want to see this one. It's one of the best superhero comedies I've seen in a long time, and I've had the most fun with this movie than I have for a lot of superhero movies in a long time. I really, really did enjoy this. They inserted a lot of actual action. It's a serviceable superhero movie as it, just plain out.
Yeah, they're fighting Slade Wilson, and there are parts where he's a little more like the one in the book. So there's action.
They made him really, they made him a serious and yet at times not serious villain.
It fit the show perfectly.
It fit Go perfectly. They added in just enough wackiness to Slade for it to really work out. Like, they gave him a superpower, and his superpower was basically being able to manipulate people with his mind, not psychically, but through being smart enough to do stupid tricks. Like, he actually was fooling people with, "Look over there!" And then they'd turn around. And but he's dangerous when he needed to be, and which is great for this series, for their universe. He actually is a villain, and I like it. I think that this superhero movie has one good way of a good way to measure that this is a good superhero movie. Lots of superhero movies have one Stan Lee cameo.
This one has two. Count them, two.
And I was like, this is a DC movie. Why is Stan Lee here? He's there, and twice, and in the credits, it's actually him.
Yeah, well, he says he just loves cameos.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the first time he's like, what? This is someone whispers in his ear.
It's a DC movie? I gotta get out of here.
And then later he comes back.
I don't care if it's a DC movie. I love cameos.
So that's fantastic.
But if you're a fan of the old Titans series, stick around for the Stinger.
The Stinger. The 2000s animated series. If you preferred that over Go, you will want to see the Stinger. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, go to the movie and see the Stinger, or just watch on the internet, because someone's probably gonna isolate that so you could just see the Stinger. And don't support it with money, whatever. Although it kind of feels like, after this movie, it kind of feels like they're wrapping up Teen Titans Go anyway. It felt almost like an end, the movie did.
Though it did say continued on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but who knows? I don't know. But I had a lot of fun. The whole plot is based around a lot of people's complaints of Teen Titans Go, where they're a bunch of goofballs that don't actually save anybody. They don't actually do anything heroic. Why should they have a movie? Because the whole plot is centered around trying to get a movie.
Yeah.
Because if the other superheroes had a movie, why can't we have a movie? Well, that's apparently because they're complete goofballs that don't do anything heroic. I love some of the brilliant casting.
Yeah.
After all these years, Nicolas Cage actually finally gets to be Superman. Because he voices Superman.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it in the credits, but baby Kal-El, that was his son.
Oh, neat.
Kal-El Cage.
Okay.
Remember, he's such a Superman freak, he named his son Kal-El.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't know that.
That might be handy if the Earth is ever going to be exploded. He can just put his put his kid into a rocket and shoot him off.
Or he will land on Krypton.
And get strange powers from Krypton. And it's just... Yeah, whatever. We go on weird rants when Ian and I do this. We just go off the rails. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. They had a lot of obscure references. I was surprised there wasn't just a sudden ambush bug. Because,
Yeah.
you know...
They did have Stan Lee.
I didn't even see Lobo. But it didn't matter that I didn't see Lobo. And
Oh yeah, if you're into old time DC, they Challengers of the Unknown make an appearance.
That's an obscure reference.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know about those guys. I had to ask you about them as we left the theater. I didn't even know about them until they... That's how obscure it was. But it was fun. It really was. I recommend seeing it. Even if you don't like Teen Titans Go, you might actually like this. Because it's very different than the series. I mean, it's clearly tied to the series, but it is different because, you know, they actually do stuff. The jokes are only about 30% related to butts and farts. So, I guess that's a marked improvement. Only 30%, guys. The rest are actual other jokes.
Yeah, though there is a reference to the waffles, if you like that.
Yeah, one time. One time they reference the waffles. But, they have, like, a handful of musical numbers, for whatever reason, but...
Yeah, I was kind of expecting the, that one band from that one episode of the series to show
I
up.
almost expected BR with The Night Begins to Shine, too, but they avoided that entirely. But whatever. Because that would have reminded them of one point in the series where they actually did do something.
Yeah.
Saved a magical heavy metal world from destruction and corruption. But anyway, at one point they actually told that that the producer lady would never consider making a Teen Titans movie unless there were no other superheroes at all. So they come to the unheroic conclusion that what they have to do is travel back in time and prevent every superhero's origin story until they're the only heroes.
It's a little odd.
It's twisted.
Yeah.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
And you can already tell the flawed logic of how well that works.
Yeah. They have to go back and set things right.
Mm-hmm. And they have to make right what was once wrong and hope that the next leap would be the leap home.
Oh, nice. Nice.
No, they didn't do that. They used time bikes.
Yeah.
To the tune of the Back to the Future theme. Because they have a budget this time and can afford rights to stuff.
Yes.
Time bikes that are powered by radness.
And look suspiciously like the old toy Big Wheels.
Oh, they're definitely...
For any of you who remember those.
They're definitely converted big wheels.
Yeah.
But their time drives are powered by radness. So you have to be cool.
And you have to do a bunch of X-File type stunts to juice them up.
X Games.
Oh,
You said X-Files. That's completely different. I don't know what stunts are in X-Files. I mean, the truth is out there, Scully.
I'll watch a few episodes. They get into some crazy stuff. But, yeah, you have to do a bunch of crazy stunts to get the time juice flowing, and then...
And just like a Teen Titans Go thing, they mention the time bikes and they never see them again. They do it for the one thing of breaking and fixing the timeline, and then you never see the time bikes any other time in the movie.
Well, they're no longer needed, so...
Well, there were a few times I could have said that they were totally needed in thwarting, Slade's plan. I don't know, a few more cyborgs at the same place, or something like that. Like, have an army of Titans would have been probably very handy there, but okay. Whatever. That's kind of a cheat. Let's have them get a legitimate superhero win. All right. But I actually really loved this this movie. It was worth the price of admission. I won't go again because I don't do that with theaters. But with anything. But I very much enjoyed it. There are a few twists that are both obvious and not obvious. It's like when the producer lady's last name is Wilson, you kind of know something's up. But I did not expect the twist they had in mind for that.
True. I thought it might be a daughter.
Yeah, I thought it would be some kind of direct relation. Like wife or something.
Yeah, because you had the last name, have the white hair. Oh well.
Yeah. There's a twist. And it is a funny twist, but it's a twist. But
Oh, and Robin does actually temporarily at least get a movie in this.
he does get his own movie. The Teen Titans didn't get a movie, but Robin got a movie. The supervillain's plot revolves around Robin the movie. So, anyway, it's interesting how I'm avoiding spoilers for this review, yet it's a comedy. So I really don't have to. But I'm gonna. It's basically, we have enough to talk about without talking about the spoilers, actually. But yeah, it's like, I enjoyed it. I know I'm usually more positive than like Ian when we do reviews. I forgive a lot more. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Dale seemed to really like it.
I would go again.
Anyway,
At least 3.5 stars.
out of 5, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, you know, you have to set the scale.
Yes.
3.5 stars out of 10's awful. Even worse, if it's like, I use 100 stars, and it only gets 3.
Yeah.
Like our country, I use 50 stars for my rating system. That's how many states you should that should watch this.
Yeah, nice.
At least I made it. That was off the top of the head, making it work. I was just being stupid with the stars, and then I'm like, oh, well, it could be how many states?
Yeah.
Oh, off the rails again.
Oh, well.
Mini casualties. Anyway, yeah. I recommend going to see it. We had Dale and I and 2 families, and then the rest of the theater was empty, but that's okay. Oh! I will ruin...
We live in a small town, so...
Yeah, I will ruin one joke, because I enjoyed it so much. And it's like... Slade was breaking into a place, and, is like one of the security guards said that the superhero...
Well, the Justice League will stop you.
The Justice League will stop you. And Slade was like, the Justice League are going to be too busy watching Batman's movie premiere. And as good citizens...
as conscientious members of the audience...
they would have turned off their cell phones. Unlike some people... Yeah. As he turns to his camera, like some people, which I think that's a great joke.
It's one where the fourth wall came down for a little bit.
At that moment, I was like, "Are you sure you're not Deadpool?"
Yeah,
because there was a whole thing in the trailer about going like, "Look, it's Deadpool." I'm not Deadpool. It's like, are you sure? Because that joke kind of.
Yeah, because you look like Deadpool. No, I came out first. He should be saying he looks like me. Nah, you're Deadpool. Say something inappropriate to the camera.
I enjoyed it. Anyway, yeah, I recommend it. But see it or not, ultimately it's your decision. And, we'll catch you at the next review, or whatever that's going to be sometime. I don't know.
Review or discussion.
Whatever. Until then, stay tuned, I guess.